Hey guys, excuse my dress. I have been home cleaning up, cooking, dealing with 3 little ones. But I felt like I needed to make a video to kind of give people the background. I'm also fighting a cold, so my voice is a little scratchy, and I may take pauses because like I said, when I swallow, it hurts. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, what started this? So my mom passed away August of this year on the 1st. Actually on my dad's birthday, and my dad passed away in 2023. So my mom is dead. My mom is also dead. My grandmother, which is my mom's mother, passed away in 1993. I was 2 years old, so I never got to meet her. The woman who is alleged my great grandmother, she passed away in 2007. So I can't go to anyone to ask them anything. My mother and my father did not have a good relationship. And I know my mom is my mom and my dad is my dad because we found a petition from the court when my mom took my dad to court for DNA and child support. And it proved that he was my father. So, and you know, when you do a swap, they swap the mom and they swap the dad and they swap the child. So my mom is my mom and my dad is my dad, just to clear that up. The confusion comes in because my mom never knew her father, and the man she was told was her father, my mom knew that it wasn't her father. Now she stayed with his mother sometimes, and someone had told her that, you know, older people, them talking, someone told her that the man wasn't her father. And that's how she found out. But by that time, she was a big girl, you know, maybe like a teenager or something. And she just, you know, I guess she didn't really think too much into it. So I don't know my grandfather. I've never met him, don't know anything about him. The man, like I said, who she was told was her father, with DNA, now we know that he wasn't her father. And we're trying to figure out who is her father. There has been It's coming along. Now, my mother's mother. So, I truly feel like Elizabeth is my mother's mother. Just because everyone says that I look like her. But again, you can look like people and that don't mean nothing. Because truthfully, it's weird because my mom has no baby pictures. We've never seen it. We've never seen any high school pictures of my mom. I have searched yearbooks for my mom. I have not seen my mom in no yearbooks at all. I found a yearbook picture of my dad, but my mom, no baby pictures, no high school pictures, no middle school pictures, no nothing. Now, it could be that she didn't like to take pictures, or it could just mean something else and we don't quite know what that is. Same thing for my mother's mother, my grandmother. I found yearbook pictures on her brothers, alleged brothers, and they grew up around the same time. And I did not find any yearbook pictures with my grandmother in it. So the same thing with my mom was the same thing with my grandma. No yearbook pictures, no. There's not even a picture of my mother with her mother. Like, none at all. We never seen any, okay? So, to me, it's weird. But again, there could be an explanation for it. I'm hoping. Now, the woman who raised me, who also raised my mom, who also raised my grandmother, was Maple. And regardless of DNA, she's still my great-grandmother. She raised me. I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for her. Because my mother, if you guys don't know, me and my mother, we did not have a good relationship at all. And that's a topic for another day. But we did not have a good relationship. My mom didn't know me, and I didn't know her. I didn't know her on an intimate level. On a spiritual level, on a mental level. We were taught, but we never really addressed the elephant in the room, and that's why she didn't raise me, all that kind of stuff. We never my mom never talked about that type of stuff. And I think me looking back now, due to her traumatic experiences, her watching her mother get sick, her mother was on drugs, my grandmother was on drugs at such a young age, and her watching her mother pass away from HIV, I could understand how that could be very traumatic for someone and how they could kind of isolate themselves from the world, them not wanting to be bothered. So back then I didn't understand it. But the older that I am now, I understand it. I'm not saying that it was okay. I'm not making excuses for it. But I can understand why her mind was puzzled. Because for me, finding out all of this, it's puzzled for me. And I'm sure my mom knew things, but she just couldn't like put it together. And she would throw little hints out. She would tell my sister, me and my sister, certain things, because she was closer to my sister than she was to me. So she would tell my sister certain things. And now having a conversation with my sister is telling me, and we're kind of like, that don't make no sense. So my mother is my mother. I want to believe that my grandmother is my grandmother. I truly believe, I want to believe that. Okay. My great grandmother, a lady who is my alleged great grandmother, Maple, we're just gonna call her Maple, sweet lady. That I feel like with her, she had a lot of secrets, and because on the 1930 census, we can't find her. So the name that she used, we believe that wasn't even her name. Her name was something else. And we have tried to find her on the census with other people that she was on the 1940, 50 census with, to see if we could trace back to the 20s. But no. So, and her being what? She's on 24, 35 years old. God knows what her name was. The people she was staying with could have told her that her name was anything because her parents died very young. And so, who's to say what her real name was? She didn't even know her real name. So, yeah. There are other things that I'm not going to touch bases on. Like I said, I kind of just want to work my way through, just deal with my mom's father and try to deal with my grandmother's family. But as we know, I've told you guys, like, that is the dark side. Like, me and the researcher and the genealogist that I'm working with, we have all agreed that that is the dark side. That side, I think it's going to take Moses himself to come up and tell us where she belongs, because we don't know where she belongs. Now, the ideal of her being kidnapped, taken, all those things have come up, but I don't believe so, because I am a match to someone in the family. But how it's saying I'm related to him, that's not the way I'm related to him. So I believe maybe she was a family member's daughter or something and they didn't want her, or, I don't know. But, yeah. So I just wanted to kind of clear that up. And this happens a lot, guys. It's just I'm more vocal about it. I think I was more so shocked. I think because I had been told something all my life, and then when you find out something is not true, that's a shocker for anybody. And trying to process all of that and then explain it to you all, I was still like trying to process it in my brain. Because like I said, when you've been told something for 30-something years, it's almost like Stockholm Syndrome. It's like you don't want to believe it. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's like, it's hard to explain. So, yeah, I just want to give you guys a backstory for everyone that's coming to my crazy DNA story.